Hello, everybody. You see, sometimes in life, right, you must understand this very carefully. You see, if you want to be that type of person that wants to be able to settle down and have a house one day, have a car, have a business, probably even settle down and have kids someday, the first thing we must look at is our current result. Our current result right now, what's present, is due to the actions that we have taken. And if we've taken certain actions in life where we feel like something's missing, something's empty, like something don't feel right in life, we need to sit there and look at ourselves and understand, where did we go wrong? What can we do to make change? Is to look at it. Because remember, until we identify the problem, then you can't apply a solution. Because we must identify the problem first. And that's what we've got to do. Most of the times people go out there and goes, oh, let me have a drink, let me have some alcohol, let me take all type of substance and stuff like that. That's not going to help. It may create a little separation from you and that. However, those things ain't being dealt with. So those things are always going to be coming back at you. They're always going to be attacking you. But we always have to make sure that we get ourselves to that point where we do the right things where it works for you. So you got to ask yourself, what job are you doing right now? Is it making enough money? If no, find something else to bring in more money, right? Do your hustles and make more money if you could do so, right? If certain things ain't going the way you want it to go, life is always gonna grind. It's always gonna be a long process, right? We can't just sit there and think everything happens overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes a long time to reach you when they get. Okay, some people may reach there quicker than others. Some people may reach there more slower than others. The whole idea is what you focus on is what expands. It's all about holding your focus in that place long enough and taking the appropriate action that's needed to have the thing that you want to manifest in your life. Because you're not attracting what you want, you're attracting what you are, you attract yourself. Now, I know many people out here are suffering, they're struggling, and they're stuck. But for you to understand why you're stuck, you have to look at yourself. You have to observe and analyze yourself and understand, why am I stuck? Okay, once you're able to figure out the problem, now you got to apply the solution. And you just have to work at it, things will change. What can I do to open up my business? Or what can I think about? Can I be that content creator or can make money? Or um, can I open up an eBay account? Probably I want to buy a machine that can make key rings and make money on that. It's like before, my sister used to buy the machines and she can make key rings. And she used to jump on eBay and these things, and she used to sell key rings. You could just do that. And if you think about it carefully, right, you can do like customized key rings and say, okay, this key ring's at $5.99, $5.99. All custom type of key rings. You could do loads of them. As long as it's not copyrighted stuff where people come after you for, then you're fine. So you could always make key rings and do those things. That's still a little bit of income. You selling a key ring, that's extra £6 on top of what you could be making that month anyway. Even if you sold 10 of them, you're still good. You still made some money than nothing. You can be that person that can make birthday cards. You can buy yourself a printer. You can get the materials and stuff. And you could be that person that could be that designer. Okay, I want to create birthday cards. I want to put them on Amazon, eBay, and start selling them. Now, obviously, if people's looking for a certain card, you could be the one that could do the 3D birthday cards. You could do these type of things. You can make them, and you can try and make money off them, right? Put it out there before you realize it. Guess what? You look at 5 months down the line. I can't believe it. I made £5,000 just selling cards that I made at home in my own house. 5 grand on top of whatever job you was doing, whatever you was doing. There's always money to be made, but you just have to learn how to use this one. There's always a way to make something. What may not work for you can work for someone else, and what don't work for them can work for you. However, for those people that's around in their mid-30s, early 40s, probably mid-40s. You don't want to be sitting out here miserable. You don't want to be sitting out here bitter. You want to know that you have a nice, wonderful life, have your kids, going on holiday, and you're living comfortably. Because as we get older, we have less energy. We don't have all the energy we used to have. So it's all about where we are right now, to do the right thing. Remember, you're attracting what you want, you're attracting what you are, you attract yourself. What you focus on is what expands, where your attention goes, is where your energy goes. So it's all about understanding. It's no point sitting there focusing on the negativity. You see, if you focus on negativity, negativity ain't gonna get you nowhere. Even if you're sitting there cycling thoughts in your head, that ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's all about learning how to ignore the things what doesn't benefit you and focus on the things what benefits you. You gotta learn how to do the things what's called the master. I mean, you got to master art of no response.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yes.
Are you closing it?
Oh, you closing?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, let me see. So, thank you for that. Mm. So, in the day, right? You just have to focus on the things that benefits you. You got to focus on the positive, focus on the good. That's what you got to do. Because remember, there's always yin and yang. There's always going to be the light. There's always going to be the darkness. There's always going to be joy. There's always going to be misery. It's always all about striking a balance within you and do what you can do. Because we're all going to get to that point where we're all going to get older one day. None of us is going to be sitting here and be alive all day. So it's in our best interest to do the things that benefit us, that can help us in life and get us to where we want to go. You see all of this that you see behind me, right? I can't guarantee I could wake up and see this tomorrow. That's why I have to enjoy it. Summer may be here right now, but guess what? Summer ain't gonna be here. By the time you go into next month, the weather's gonna be nice and cold. You're gonna want to be wearing your jacket. Right now, you can say, okay, I'm in my t-shirt, whatever. But then, not everyone's gonna be able to say, I'm back in my jacket. Not everyone's gonna be able to say I was alive next month. It's like when I used to go on YouTube and I used to watch videos, and people used to say, oh, I am here 2024, August, or July. Oh, I'm here in September. However, there's a person that woke up and guess what? They're going to comment on that video and say that they're here. Because they probably was gone a couple months before then. So it's all about doing the best that we can. Because, yes, we are the animating force merged with the matter. What is our skin? You see, everything you see around you all has the animating force inside of it. And what you see is all different forms of you. Why? Because everything that you see right now in life, you are the same one. The same life in every blade of grass, in every single tree. Well, really and truly in the universe, nothing really has a name. Once you start naming, eventually you start separating everything. Really and truly, nothing is separate, everything's connected, everything's one. However, as I'm saying, life is everywhere. We're here to know ourselves. Who are we? How are we? It's to understand. To understand ourselves, we have to become the greatest possibility that we can be. We have to manifest and create every single thing in the universe that we can think of to get to that point where we know from God's perspective what's also inside of us, to know, okay, I've gotten to my full potential. I've gotten to my full potential right now. Full potential. I know who I am right now. From that moment, God will have his agenda. God will have his agenda on whatever it plans to do after that. But in the meantime, while we're here, you just have to learn how to enjoy and appreciate your life and do what you have to do. Because there's no point sitting there in your house saying, I'm just going to sit there. I ain't going to go nowhere. I ain't going to do nothing. None of that is going to help you in this world. It's all about problem solving. You must always identify what the problem is. Until you know what the problem is, you cannot apply a solution. Remember, there's no point sitting there thinking about negativity. TikTok, none of that stuff is good for you. Instagram, none of these things ain't good for you. All these social platforms, none of these things ain't good for you. Why? Because you always want to sit there and take in all the negative. You want to sit there and take all the negativity on YouTube. Take all the negativity, right, on all these social platforms. Why do you want to do that for? Why do you want to take all this negativity inside of you? You don't want to do stuff like that. Look at the positive. Okay, wow. Look at this tourist area up in Canada, probably up in Spain, up in Germany, up in Japan, up in South Korea, right? Up in Africa, up in India, no matter where you're going in this world. Try to take a look at all these places and you're like, wow. Try to look at the positive. Look what the positive has got to say, what it has to offer. Do you remember? This is all about vibration, right? Vibration. You got to learn how to be on the right frequency, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all getting older. We're not getting any younger. And to be honest with you, there's a few type of people in this world. Now, there's those that gets up and they take action to manifest a better future for them and say, this is what it's going to be. This is where I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to be doing. Then you got the other one that sits there, always talking, no action, sitting at home, sit on his couch, watching social media, watching all these girls twerking on all these social platforms, sitting there 5 years, 10 years, still watching these people. He ain't gone nowhere, she ain't gone nowhere, vice versa. Whatever you identify yourself, ain't going nowhere. Guess what? Their life is miserable. Their life is bitter. Their life is horrible, right? They feel like a natural wreck, natural disaster, natural catastrophe in this world. Now they ain't going nowhere. Now they're sitting there wondering, why is this happening? They need to look at this very carefully, right? Your current result is based on the action that you have taken, right? It's your karma. Karma means action. Life is your making. You made it like that. Now, you want to get yourself to that point where you feel like you got the right to complain. Now, think about this. If you got the right to complain, don't you think you got the time to get up and make your life better and add the right things to improve your life? You can't sit there and ask people to be like, I need guidance, I need people to help me to get here, to get here. If you're sitting there thinking like that, you're not ready to have a family. You're not even ready to have kids. You're not ready to do nothing. Why? Because if you can't help yourself, you can't help your woman, more or less even help your kids. Once you know you can help yourself, you know you can help your kids and your woman and everything around you, right? If your finances is no good, then you can't raise no kids, you can't have no family, you can't have the nice car, nice home, nothing. It's all about improving yourself to become better and what you have, to have the nice things in this life. You see, right about now, yes, I look at myself and I'm like, okay, this is how old I am going to be. Yes, okay, I know probably the next how many 5 years from now, boom, whatever you're in, if you're in your 20s, in your 30s, 40s, that's over. I'm running into the next one. If you're in your mid 20s right now, 5 years from now, you're in your 30s. If you're 30s, okay, boom, you'll be in your 40s. If you're 40s, you're going to be in your 50s. In your 50s, you're going to be in your 60s the next 5 years from now, if you're at that middle point of that age. It's all about us learning how to apply the solution to the problem once the problem is identified. Time is moving, time is going. As you can see, look, life ain't waiting for me. Life ain't waiting for anyone. Life is going. We don't have the time. We ain't got time to play games. There's no games here. It's all about standing up. Stand up. Stand up. Take action. Time is going. When I look you in the eyes and you're at this point, 14 minutes and 28 seconds in, what is running through your mind right now? What is running through your mind right now? A lot of people are sitting there focused on their own things. People will give up on you. They say, oh, forget him, or forget her, or forget whatever you identify yourself. This person wastes of time. I speak to the person all the time. You don't want to listen. You don't want to hear it. So they're just going to get up and leave you behind. It's all about doing the things what you want. Okay, what qualifications do you have? What badges do you have? Okay, You have this, you have this. Okay, go out there, make your money, right? Make your money. Make your money, right? Because you're attracting what you want, you're attracting what you are. You attract yourself. Law of attraction comes into this a lot. If you want to sit there and say, okay, I want to have nice things, I sit here and say, okay, cool. I want to have myself a nice Honda Civic. How am I going to do that? Obviously, I need to get my heavy good license vehicle, right? I need a C1 license. Once I get that C1 license, okay, cool. Now I can look for a company that I can get hired to and start making that money, right? Start stacking that money, stack that for the next like 5 years or so. Guess what? I can go get myself my Honda Civic Type R, right? 50 grand, maximum spec, everything, vroom, vroom, vroom. I can sit there and be like, okay, cool. I earned it. I got the money for the insurance. I got the money for the tax, right? And MOT. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't even need MOT for the first 3 years. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, now I've got my Honda Civic. Why? Because I set my attention, my focus, right? My dedication, my determination, discipline, devoted for everything I want in this life. The courage, the confidence, right? The spark and drive to go forwards and have everything I want to have. All you people in this YouTube, I tell you this from now. If you're stuck, if you're suffering, if you're going depression, don't let those things touch you. Why? Because when life is not happening the way you want life to happen, do you know what that actually means? That means that's an error, that's misery. When you're in misery, it's telling your body you want to die. When you enjoy, you're telling your body you want to live. Why? What you're doing right now, you're adding friction into your life. It's all about how can I run at my best with the least amount of friction. That's what this is about. That's what you've got to do, right? If you're sitting there and you're driving a car, one wheel is flat, one at the back is it's got its brakes on, the other one is wobbly, another one, right, it's probably got a crack in the rim, or there's some type of issue with it was not right. Obviously that's not going to run well. Obviously you're going to be a natural disaster, absolute wreck, catastrophe, right? No one ain't going to go there with that. But as long as the four wheels are all nice, the bolts are tight, the brakes are aligned, and you will run at your best. Remember, there's 4 dimensions inside yourself, right? There's the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual. What you know as my mind, my emotions, my body, and my life energies. These 4 dimensions inside yourself, right, must be set in a certain way. You've got to set the conditions in a certain way for it to work for you. You want everything to run at its best. If you don't have these 4 conditions set right, you're a natural wreck. You want them to work for you, not work against you. And once they work against you, at that time you're gonna feel miserable, you're gonna feel bitter, you're not gonna feel good. And when you go on low vibration frequency, you're pessimistic, everything around you, it's just gonna look bad. But if you're able just to be, right, the best version of yourself, be that person who's joyful, loving, caring, look forwards for a better future, do what you can do. Why? Because we all run out of time, right? We're not here forever. I may be standing here right now, but I can't guarantee tomorrow. I can't promise it. I can't guarantee a promise that I'll be recording, right, the Notting Hill Carnival. I can't promise that, right? When you're sitting here looking at me right now, what are you going to do right now? Come on now. Just look at yourself right now. What are you doing right now? You need to learn how to fix up yourself. Get yourself to that place. If you're miserable, try to identify the problems and apply the solution. Remember, sometimes we can't always get what we want in our life. Life ain't gonna throw a ball that you can always hit. Remember, a goal is something to be aimed at but not always achieved. You see, be water, my friend. And what I mean by that is to be able to change, adapt and flow to any situation. Just remember that, right? Master the art of no response. Only respond what's beneficial. What's not beneficial, don't respond to it. This life is a precious thing, right? Just taking a look around. You see all of this? This ain't no game. This ain't no joke, right? Just turn this around and just look. We're not here forever. There is no game here, right? No one ain't playing games with nobody. So it's all about fixing up yourself and doing the best that you can. The best you can. right? Before you end up reaching heaven, or if you've done bad on this earth, then you guys are going out to hell, innit? And there's those who just be on earth. So try to live the best life you can, man. Because the reason why I make this video, because those who I'm speaking to is watching this, who this applies to. I promise you, 100%, you are all gonna regret your life when you reach that point. I'm trying to help you not reach that point of regret. I'm trying to pinpoint and show what you need to do. What you need to do. Don't focus on the negativity. Because you focus on negativity, negativity will expand. You focus on positivity, positivity expand. Remember, if you got negativity and positivity, if I focus on positivity, negative will contract, right? Positivity expand. If I focus on negativity, negativity will expand and positivity will contract. Remember, 2 is all about balance. Find balance within yourself, right? Meditation is not the practice, it is the end result. It's the state that you was in when you was a baby, right? You're in that state, the awareness, the one that observes everything. That is meditation. Meditation is simply be the one that sits there and watch. Meditation, not the practice. Unfortunately, in the Western world, people think meditation, right, is the practice. Not the practice, it's the end result. The end result is meditation, not the practice. Not a lot of people know that. People in the West don't understand yoga. They don't understand meditation, anything like that. Right? There's a big misconception of all these things when it comes to the West. That's why when you jump on all these social media platforms, a lot of people you're listening to, a lot of people are getting the information from places they have no idea about. And that's no good. All you need to understand is just this. What you focus on expands. Take the right actions to manifest what you feel you should manifest. We're all running out of time now. Time is ticking. Time is ticking life away. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tick, tock, tick, tick, tock. The pendulum swings until the end of time. Now then, for those who reach this point, thank you very much. This has nothing to do with me getting any popularity. This is not about popularity. This is because I care. Because I know 100% those this applies to, you're going to regret if you don't listen to me. I know it's your choice to do what you want to do. However, I am just here to highlight and remind you what you need to do. If you need money, there's always options. Use your imagination. Use that. Use that. From imagination comes reality. Use your imagination. Use your skills. There's many things sitting in your house, sitting around you, that can make you serious money, but you're just not conscious aware of it. If you're that type of person that want to live that type of life with luxurious and whatever, your competence must be high enough to meet your desires. If your competence is not high enough, guess what? Your desires can't happen. And when your desires can't happen, guess what? You're miserable. When you're miserable, it means you want to die. Why? Because now you're adding friction to yourself. Remember, when you're miserable, there's a lot of things that's happening inside your body, you know. You're not affecting yourself on a mental level, but also a physical level, emotional level, even on an atomic level. Remember, we're 70% water, 30% earth, just like this planet. 70% water, 30% earth. You see, even the veg that we eat, 70% water, 30% earth. For fruits, that contains 90% water, 10% earth. We're meant to be eating a lot of fruit and veg. Why? Because it's equivalent to us. We're water-based beings, yo. It's good for you. Eating a lot of fruit and veg is good. You want to know why people have heart attacks? Because they're not eating enough fruit and veg. It's very important because fruit and veg is the only way that your body can truly absorb the water properly. When you drink water, it doesn't enter your body properly. It goes in, but not fully. That's why fruit and veg is very important. You need your veg, you need your fruit. It's very important. Just remember that. Learn how to maintain and balance yourself. So, peace out. This is Nature and Cycling back again with another video out in the wetlands. We have Uta, New Genesis. We have one box here, one box over there. We have a circle. Subscribe button if you feel like you want to hit it. If you want to hit it, you have to hit it. Now then. So that's why I leave it for now. So make sure you take action. Don't wait too long. You don't want it to be too late. And peace out. And thanks to Canadian Travels for borrowing me his stick. This was really a pleasure. Really worked out well. So really impressive. Peace out.